Hello, what's up YouTube? Anthony bringing you another video. And today in this video I'm going to be talking about how I improved at the Pokemon TCG and my background of how I kind of began playing Pokemon. So starting off with when I started playing in the 2019 year during the middle of Unbroken Bonds Sun and Moon format. I came from a background of Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Yu-Gi-Oh! From a very young age till early adulthood, as I then stopped playing and then transitioned to Pokemon TCG. My brothers introduced me to Yu-Gi-Oh! That's kind of how I began playing card games as a whole, and also to Pokemon. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole what got me in. And yeah, moving on. Next slide. So why did I go to Pokemon for reals and start playing it? Like I said, brothers said they were going to start playing it, and they were going to buy booster boxes and start getting some decks to play, as they had watched the tournaments during this time and were really becoming interested in it. And I then became more interested in it as well. I mean, if people are starting to do something, you're going to tend to want to do it more as well. And it's more fun to do things with other people. Yeah. So the other thing was that my love for Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of started to fade, and I wasn't really playing any card games at this time. Yeah, I wasn't playing any. I tried other card games after Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Dragon Ball Super, which I just did not like. But anyways, yeah. So the fact that I wasn't playing any card games, or I didn't really have much hobbies, made me just want to say, you know what, let's play Pokemon. Sure, why not? Let's give it a try. The other thing that also really made me even more interested was the fact that during this time, the tag team Pokemon were very good, and I just became very interested in the mechanic of tag teams, and they also looked really cool. The last reason why I went to Pokemon and became very excited to play was the fact that Pokemon TCG had an online client that at this point had existed for a decade, which was the Pokemon trading card game online, as you can see in the top picture. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was a very good platform that enabled you to be able to have access to games on demand, where if you wanted to play against someone, you can just log in and play ladder and you can find a match instantly. So definitely a really, really cool platform that I really, really enjoyed, and I believe enabled me to get a lot better at the game, as I could play more matches. What got me hooked and kept me playing this game was, like I said, tag teams looked pretty cool. The games were very exciting and thrilling at this point. The other thing was that because the games lasted a lot longer than Yu-Gi-Oh! During this time, meant that there was a lot more room for error if you played Pokemon, because of the fact that the games had so many more turns and so many more plays that you really had to play a perfect game to get the whole matchup right. And yeah, this really piqued my interest for the most part. And then yeah, that's pretty much the main reasons. Oh yeah, and then like I said, my brothers also becoming very interested in the game kept me interested as well. Early challenges that were, first off, game stores starting to close down because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like I told you, I started playing in more towards the end of 2019, so the COVID pandemic was right around the corner to begin, and as a result of the COVID-19, all the game stores closed down as they had to. They had no other choice, and that meant that everything moved towards online, which resulted in a lot of people giving up on playing. Some of my friends stopped playing the Pokemon TCG, meaning that I had less people to play with or talk about with, and that definitely made me a little less excited to play. But what still led me to staying motivated in this game was the Pokemon trading card game online, as I could still play with other people online. I could still play with friends. We could chat through apps such as via Discord and still play. And then eventually, online tournaments started to come up that were held through the Pokemon trading card game online, such as the Players Cup series that I became interested in attending. Yeah, those were definitely, and then also I guess the other thing was that I lacked experience in playing the Pokemon trading card game, so it was definitely going to be a lot harder to improve not having locals around. But then, so what did I do to improve my game and the community during the 2020-2022 era? As the other thing, not only did I need to improve, not only did I need to improve my skills, but I felt like I needed to improve the community, because, like I said, literally around my area we had nobody playing Pokemon at this time. Like, I am kidding you, there was no Pokemon at this point. Like, now there's a bunch of game stores that have Pokemon tournaments, but I kid you not, during this time there was literally no Pokemon tournaments. Even when game stores started to open back up, there was literally like never any Pokemon tournaments like around my area, like nothing. So what did I do to first off improve my skills in this game was that I would start watching Pokemon YouTubers such as AzulGG and Tricky Jim, as they were really good YouTubers to watch because of the fact that they would really talk about their plays, their thought processes, and why they went about doing the plays they did against certain matchups. Because of this, I learned a lot about how to play Pokemon, and it really changed the way I looked about going into games. The other thing, what I did to improve was just by playing a lot of TCG online, and if I lost games, I would kind of sit with myself and go about, why did I lose the game? What could I have done better? And just maybe just see what cards didn't work in my deck and just go about, reviewing that. That really helped. Then moving on to how I improved the community is I would keep going to locals. Once they started opening up, even if there wasn't Pokemon tournaments, I would tell the game stores, like the owners, hey, like, I want to start Pokemon, let's start Pokemon tournaments. Like, what can we do to start Pokemon tournaments? And if they said, no, we don't really have to do Pokemon tournaments, I'd be like, okay, well, like, they would tell us, like, okay, if you guys really want to start Pokemon tournaments, like, just bring the guys that you have, and we'll start a tournament. And I'm like, okay, cool, sounds good. So what I did is, like, me and my brothers, my two brothers, we would try to, like, already with us playing, we had 3 guys, and then what we would do is we would try to find people that played and be like, hey, do you want to play in a tournament? And just like, it would literally be like maybe 1 person or 2 people, and then for the 6th guy, we would just like ask maybe a guy from Yu-Gi-Oh that we knew, and just tell him, hey, can you help us fire a tournament? Like, oh yeah, I'll help you fire a tournament. And then boom, we would start a tournament with 6 people, and if people came in the store and saw us playing, they would be like, huh, there's Pokemon tournaments, okay. And then we would just say, hey, like, do you want to play? Okay, next week, show up at this time, and we'll start a tournament, and you can join next week. And then they would just slowly but surely showing up, and yeah, we just started meeting new people that were interested in playing, and we even, like, taught people how to play the game, and taught people about, like, regionals, about tournaments that they could attend, because a lot of people didn't really know anything about, like, Pokemon or how the whole tournament structure works or anything, or about regionals or any of that. So that's literally what we did, and yeah, slowly but surely we definitely grew the community, and that's something I'm very, very proud of still to this day. Okay, debut season of actually playing Pokemon TCG and starting to play regionals again. So first event that I attended back up was Salt Lake City Regionals in 2022. This regionals, we were playing with masks on, as you can see right here, and I just kept playing locals to prepare. I started playing online tournaments, the late night series, limitless tournaments. I started playing those, and it really helped me prepare for this regionals. I played Pokémon Teleon at this regionals. It was a broken deck, and it led to me losing my day 2 in this feature match up here in this picture. But it definitely got me really motivated, which was a big thing for sure. Soon after that, we had more regionals coming up. We had Arlington Regionals, San Diego Regionals, Portland, and then NAIC North American International Championships at Columbus, Ohio, where I had finished top 64 at both of the regionals, and then a top 8 at Portland Regionals, and a top 32 at NAIC International Championships, landing myself an invite to Worlds, which I was super stoked about, and I just couldn't believe what happened. Definitely the things that helped a lot in achieving these accomplishments was playtesting, playing a lot of Pokemon, going to locals every week, as my locals was best of 3, so it really helped me learn how to play under the clock and know how to scoop and concede. And then the other thing was that having my brother help me build decks such as the Miraidon Flaffy box that helped me get a top 8 finish, and then the Palkia Chien-Pao deck that was those 2 decks that were very innovative that nobody had came up with, was the reason why I had those really high finishes, as well as obviously my capabilities of how I played definitely helped. Yeah, landed me a World Championship invite. What am I up to now? I still play Pokemon locally and casually with friends and my brothers, and I work full time. I go to college, and I also try to stay active as up till now. And that's pretty much it. Moving forward, what do I plan on doing? I plan on going to more regionals. I plan on attending Seattle regionals, LA regionals, and also more cups to kind of get back into the flow of playing competitively. And then, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I would definitely appreciate that. And let me know how you guys started playing Pokemon. I would definitely be interested to hear that, or any questions or concerns. Thank you guys once again. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.